Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing the WWE Legends Collection Farouk and Bradshaw, aka the Acolytes. Now, of course, I wasn't around when these guys were on TV doing this Acolytes gimmick, but as far as I can recall, it was kind of part of the that ministry angle they had going with Vince and the Undertaker and all that. Excuse me. And these guys were part of that, and they kind of had this whole, like, mystical, demonic, I guess, like, thing about them or something. But, of course, that got translated into the APA, the Acolyte Protection Agency, which was a far better gimmick and made both of these guys stars if they had not been already. And, of course, these two, aside from being the Acolytes, are going to be Bradshaw and Farouk. JBL, as he's better known by now. And then I think his real name is actually Ron Simmons, Farouk. I think that's actually his real name, and he wrestled under that name as well. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's get these guys out of the box. And I did buy these on eBay for very, very cheap. I got them for $10 a piece. And I do think that, well, I wasn't planning on keeping the boxes anyways, but I do think that the seller kind of had these out of the box, but still had the box, and then put them back in. So I actually don't even need to, like, use my knife or anything to get these out of there. They're already, the tape is already cut and all that, and I kind of did a little bit more to save on time. But yeah, let's get these out of the packaging, and we can talk about them. So let's start with JBL here. Like I said before, we're just going to slide this right out. I already have one of these, so I'm not really going to need it. But there's that. That's beautiful. So we'll leave that there, and then we'll do the same thing with Farouk. Let's get him out of there. See you later. Let's take him out. Adios. And there you have it. The Acolytes. Farouk and Bradshaw. He looks like he's going to topple over and mess up my entire setup. It's going to happen one day. One day I'm going to drop something too hard, or somebody's going to fall over, and this whole setup is just going to fall to pieces. I know it's going to happen. But anyways, there they are, out of the box, still in the packaging. And one thing I am noticing is, especially with, well, obviously with Farouk, he's missing that tag team title. And I really haven't seen a picture, at least today, so I'm not sure if he came with it or not, but I'm going to assume that he did. But it's okay. I got these so cheap, I'm not even concerned about it. At least we got the one tag team belt with Bradshaw. So let's start with Farouk, actually. We can end with Bradshaw. Let's get him out of here. He does come with 2 sets of hands. So there's that right there. And there he is out of the packaging. And oh man. All right, so I'm going to start with these because I'm not going to equip them. These are going to be the spare kind of grappling hands that came with Farouk. Why is this not... Maybe I just got to get a closer. I'm about to drop these things. Oh my gosh. But these are some pretty... Why is it not focusing? This. Oh, there we go. Pretty straightforward hands. He's got that kind of, what do you want to call it? Like knuckle tape, finger tape, whatever you want to call it. But that looks pretty sweet. So those are those hands. We're not going to really need them because, of course, we're going to want the fisted ones that come equipped. And this is the Farouk Acolyte action figure. And that head sculpt is pretty decent. Although sometimes I kind of get this thing where it looks like they're looking off to the side. And that is definitely the case with Farouk here. Why is it? It always does this. Always does this. I'm sorry, folks. It's not exactly zooming in correctly. We'll just keep me here for right now. But you can see overall, it's pretty awesome. Double jointed knees and elbows. He comes with the fisted hands equipped. And then, of course, on the torso there, he kind of has this weird, like, ritualistic writing. That was the word I'm looking for. A little bit of a mouthful. But man, I wish it would focus. There we go. You can see that right there. And that looks great. And that looks awesome. And something that I've noticed, even just when he was in the packaging, is as opposed to a lot of the other legends that I have back here, his torso is a lot bigger, a lot wider. And I do love that. A totally new mold, at least for me. On the pants here, he's kind of got that same little symbol right there. And the red and black looks so awesome. I love that. And then on his arms here, he's kind of got the black wrapping on his biceps. And then, of course, he has that black wrist tape as well. So this figure overall is super great. Excuse me, I just ate dinner. My bad. But here, there's the head sculpt there if you guys were curious. I think that looks absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, that's going to be Farouk. And let's get Bradshaw out of here as well. You can take a look at that title too. So there's that. Get Bradshaw out of here. Oh, looks like he's connected to something there, but I can just take the hand off. And that should just be able to fall right off. Beautiful. Almost toppled the camera there. I'm going to get that hand back in, and we'll kind of straighten him out a little bit for your viewing pleasure. And here we have it, the Bradshaw Acolyte figure. And of course, Bradshaw's had a bunch of different gimmicks. It was this, and then the APA, and then he was kind of that Texas millionaire. He had that thing going on. But of course, he has that same ritualistic writing on his chest, and I believe they are identical. Oh no, they're not. It looks like the the symbols are kind of switched. So you see that one is there, but it's on the left side there. And well, you guys get the point with that. But that looks pretty sweet. And as opposed to Farouk, he does come with one elbow pad. So he's got that going for him. But otherwise, it's the same with the wrist tape and that bicep kind of tape or rope, whatever you want to call it. And let's take this tag team belt off. We'll show that off last. But it's the same thing on the tights here. He's got that same kind of ritualistic printing. Is it a pentagram? Is it not? I have no idea. Is that even allowed to be said on YouTube? I have no clue. But going to the head sculpt, it looks great. And one thing I wanted to show off, actually, yeah, I do have the box right here. You can see that he has these earrings. You can see the earrings right there. And I love how they added those in on the figure. And I wish this thing would focus. Let me keep it still for a second, and maybe it will. There you go. You can see it just barely. He does have those earrings. You can see it right there. But yeah, that looks awesome. The face scan is pretty cool. The facial hair looks really nice on him, I do have to say. But overall, this figure is just super awesome. I love both of these. These are so sweet. And I really needed a tag team, at least for WWE, and these are great to have. But overall, I really just like the whole Acolyte gimmick. Kind of these guys are just like these two men. They're like these two ritual servants, whatever you want to call it. But I think it just looks phenomenal. And Farouk's going to topple over there. Let's take a look at this tag team belt, though. This thing is very cool looking, I do have to say. You got World Tag Team Wrestling Champions. That's the printing on there. And I love the gold on here. Although I do have to say, I will always think that Jazzwares does a far better job with their belts than WWE does. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion on them. I think that the coloring and the shine on the AEW ones just look far better than the WWE. But there you have it. There's that tag team belt. And overall, these figures are definitely worth a pickup, especially for their price, I would say. So if you were looking for these guys, I would definitely pick it up, as opposed to the normal APA figures, which are honestly super expensive right now. I think that they're normally like $70 a piece. And these figures are upgraded as well. Of course, like I said, they do the double jointed elbows and the knees. But yeah, I'm just rambling on here. But guys, totally suggest going and picking these up. I know it's a little out of date, but I would super recommend these figures. And hey, who knows? These guys might make a return. I know they're both still alive, and that happens a lot in the WWE, so who knows? But they're not standing up. Whatever. You guys get the picture. There they are. Someone's about to do a 3 count on both of them and win the tag titles. But I'm rambling on here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think of these figures in the description below. I know you can't really see them right now. But as always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.